You up there?
We in the building.
We're in the building.
That bitch gonna catch on that TV. Yes. I was in front of him. Go ahead.
Shalom. All right, we got the beloved brother from the GMS Lafayette camp in the house. All right, this is GMS branch coming with another sit down to edify the elect. And we start off week in and week out. Before every sit down, street teachers, we get infinite honor. Heavenly Father, my great King. Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahushua, Ba'ashem, double honors to our fellow apostles and elder bishops, the great millstone. Salutations to our fellow ladies in the Mashiach Yahushua, pushing this beloved truth across the 4 winds of this fine hour. Shalom, you brothers.
Shalom.
And this topic, we're going to jump straight into it, man. When you come to this ministry, all right, you got rules, regulations, and the code of ethics you have to live into. You got to come in this faith, and you got to follow the order, that's the foundation that's been said before. So we came into other men's labors, and they set the foundation, all right? Yahushua is the foundation. Other men have built up on it. And in this house is going to be order. All right? Where you find destruction, confusion, all right, gossip, backbite, all right, that's the house of Saul, the house of Satan. All right, when you come to this ministry, the church of Yahweh Shah, the house of David, all right, the tables are going to be clean, the house is going to be in order, and the administration is going to be looking over the house to keep it in such a manner. All right? So, in this fine hour, if you come out of this wicked, perverse world with all these fucking demons on you, when you come here, you get sanctified, cleansed, and you learn how to live an orderly life. And you have to submit under the men that the Lord has set in front of you to guide you. You have to obey them. You have to submit to them. You got it, brother.
Hey, and you gotta learn how this truth makes you a man. Okay, you know, it molds you to be a real, hopefully elect man. Okay, if you are that number. It's Hebrews 13, verse 17. It says, obey them that have the rule over you.
All right, you have to obey the brother, the head of your camp. All right, you have to obey the administrator that's presiding over your camp. Because everybody, when you come to this truth, every man is going to be have to answer to another man. Sometimes the head of your camp, when you first come in and put an elder brother, officer over you to watch out, and he reports to the elder. All right? So you have to obey to the brother that's over you, okay? The brother that outranks you. Bring it out.
Yeah. And submit yourselves.
Submit yourselves. Okay? Submit and obedience is one of those things. Obey. All right? Get down under. Hey, brother, what you need me to do? The brother give an order, you carry it out. Bring it out.
Yeah. For they watch for your souls.
They watch for your souls. Now look, I'm going to tell you another aspect of this thing. You brothers that are in those positions of authority, hey, you can't be going 2 ways because the man that's under you is watching everything you do. So if you want respect, you got to be blameless. You say a bishop and a deacon is supposed to be blameless because it's hard for a man to respect you when you're saying one thing doing another. Okay? You have to be blameless.
That's the word saying.
All right, bring them up.
It's the word hierarchy. It says hierarchy. Rank in the sacred order. It says rule, dominion, high priest, rank, organization of persons or things.
All right, in this ministry, you got a head of a camp, you got a second in command. Some camps even got third in command. You got officers, so on and so forth. The Lord has a rank, even amongst the heavenly hosts. You got archangels, then you got other angels with different ranks. All right, the Lord deals with order. Right. All right, there's no confusion. That's why the Lord says, you all should speak the same thing.
Yes. The Lord did that with us, with the nation. The Lord said, what's that word cosmos go into, right?
Yeah.
That orderly arrangement.
Orderly arrangement. All right, this is the orderly arrangement of the house of Israel. The other nations, they have different arrangements. They're all over the place. They're despicable. But here in the house of Yasharabah, the house of David, all right, it's nothing but order. No confusion.
Got that word too. People say, he take it down one and set up another.
Yes.
Hey, even that's in the churches, first and foremost. And we're going to prove that according to the book of Revelation. Lord, to take down one and set up another. If this house is not being ran right, I take this take this guy out and put up another.
In the NBA and the NFL do it every season.
That's right. In the middle of the season.
In the middle of the fucking season. Hey, some of them do it. Them motherfuckers lose 3 games straight at the beginning of the season. Get them out of there.
Get them out of there. Right, bro.
That last word is order of the one-line etymology. It says order. Body of persons living under a religious discipline, position, estate, rule, regulation, role, line, rank, series, pattern, arrangement, routine. It says a row of threads in a loom. So the Lord has it ultimately all fit together, man, sewn together, neatly and tightly. You think the Lord wants to come back to a house that's the door is on top of the roof, all right, or the chandeliers are on the front lawn, man? The Lord wants his house kept. The Lord is as a man on a long journey, right? So when he comes back, will he have that faith in the earth? He wants to see men coming back onto his likeness as of the old times, man.
We're a bunch of Jeffries.
Yeah.
We're a bunch of Jeffries. I'm a Fresh Prince of Bel-Air.
Butler.
We're a bunch of Butlers.
Right.
All right? Uncle Phil going on a long vacation. When he come back, what he expect Jeffrey to do? He expect that house to be in order how he left it.
Right.
All right? That's how it is for our great king and his servants he left behind to build up his church. He want his house in order. And if you're in a position of a head in a church, you got to make sure it's in order. You got to be an administration. Make sure if you're a part of the administration, you got to make sure that thing is run without spot or blemish.
Yes. Why? Because it's all business. This is all business. Okay? This is a business organization. Watch this out. It's Mark, little one. It's Mark 13 and verse 34. It says, for the Son of Man is a man taking a far journey who left his house.
And that's talking about Yahushua. That far journey is to sit on the right-hand side of the throne, right? It's not Yahushua going to come back in an angelic body. So he took that far journey to give credit to those that are going to be joint heirs with him and say, okay, well, these men have been proved. They have a testimony now. They're walking in a certain likeness, a certain image. Because when it goes into Genesis, the first chapter, right? In the 5th day, the creature was made, and then in the 6th day, we were made into the image of Yahushua. So when he comes back, he wants to see men operating in that fashion, man. We got to get prepared. We got to have order, man. We got to have an arrangement. And the Lord is bringing us back to that state of before. So everybody's going to return to their life in these latter days, man. Like the book of Job said, though these skin worms devour my flesh, and my flesh, I shall see you all by Yahushua, man. We're coming back into our lives in that arrangement, and it comes with a certain task, man. You got to be operating and moving like the body that the Lord has set up. The men that he set up, that's the image of the Lord. If you're not operating in that image, you're going to easily be weeded out. You got to,
like you said, if the supervisor takes the day off, the next guy that's up, whether it be the foreman or whatever like this, he has to step up that active role, okay, for leadership. For example, when Michael Jordan retired, okay, what happened? Scottie Pippen had to step up to the plate and take the Bulls to the playoffs. All right? That's how it is in this ministry. How much more in the ministry? I see how the Lord is, okay? How the working is going on throughout the ministry. All right? It's all business. Look, I'm building you up, okay? So you can be potential head of an administration one day. So the flock that's coming in behind you, you can teach them, okay? And building brothers up that's behind you to teach them, so you can move on and go up to higher ranks. All right? This is all the business administration thing that we're in. It says, Mark 13 and 34, for the Son of Man is a man taking a far journey, who left his house and gave authority to his servants and to every man his work, and commanded the porter to watch. All right? That's what we out here doing. Okay? The house shop's going, taking that far journey, went through pure hell. Okay? The servant not above his master, the men of the Lord, the hopefully let them go through things likewise, okay, in like manner. And he commanded the porter to watch. And that watch goes in all manners, okay? We're watching this house down here, okay, in other parts of Babylon the Great, globally, okay? Watching prophecy, watching ourselves, okay? Bible says examine yourselves. It starts with us first.
Yes.
All right, go ahead, bro.
You got one.
I got that back. All that.
This is Matthew 24 and 46. Blessed is that servant whom Yahweh, when he comes, shall find so doing. All right? You got to know what the administration, what Yahweh Shai want his servants to do. All right? What did he tell Peter? Peter was his servant. And can you give me Matthew 21 and 15? Like that, John 21 and 15. Try John 21 and 15.
Quote it.
Yeah, no, bring it out.
John 21 and 15.
Yeah, come.
Yeah, read that too.
I'm going to read it out. I just want to bring out this precept.
Yeah.
This is John 21 and 15. So when they had dined, Yahushua said to Simon Peter,
Come on.
Simon, son of Jonas, lovest thou me more than these?
Now, Simon Peter, all right, Cephas in other places, which means rock. Okay? He said, do you love me? Bring it out.
He said unto him, Yea, Lord, thou knowest that I love thee.
Come on.
He said unto him, Feed my lambs.
All right. That's what the servant is supposed to be doing. Feeding his lambs. Teaching the truth of the scriptures. Building up the house of David. Acts 13 and 47. He said he commanded us to be a light to the Gentiles. So that's what a servant is supposed to be doing. All right? He said when he come back, that's what he want to find you doing.
Got it right.
All right? Bring it out.
This is Acts 13 and 47. For so hath the Lord commanded us, saying,
He commanded his servants to do what?
Saying, I have set thee to be a light of the Gentiles.
All right, light is a metaphor for truth. Go tell the truth to the Israelite foreigners. All right, that's what the servant is supposed to be doing. All right, I'm going to get back over here in Matthew 24. Verily I say unto you that he shall make him ruler over all his goods. All right, and if you endure to the end, that's what the Lord is going to do, man. He's going to make you a king in his house, and you're going to sit on thrones judging the 12 tribes of Israel and the world and the other nations.
Matthew 19.
Okay? So, but in this, what you're doing right now, you're a household. All right? You're over his affairs. When he give you this knowledge and you go out and prophesy, the fruit come in. Okay? You're in a position of authority. This is what he say you want to find you doing.
I'll put you in your life.
Yes, yes. But if that servant shall say in his heart, my Lord, the live is coming. So the Lord it's taking a long time to come. We're these boys. We're like, look at the other apostles. You know, they've been here doing this 40 years. So you can get complacent in 40 years, right?
Yeah.
And then one of them, you know, hypothetically speaking, Lord forbid, oh man, he ain't coming no time soon. You know, let me go dismantle the house and turn it into my frat house. Have we not seen that?
Yeah. Yes.
It's doing all manner of wickedness in the house.
Yes.
Okay? You got to have the tables with vomit on them. All right? Have the house dirty. All right? Now you're no longer disinfecting the house. You no longer clean the house. You go to the toilet, you got turds in there. Or you ain't cleaned the toilet in weeks. Okay? But this is what the Lord says he's going to do. And he shall begin to smite his fellow servants, deal treacherously with his brothers. Now, again, let's say you're not just dealing treacherously with his brothers, you're not teaching them the right doctrine. You're not teaching them how they should conduct themselves, how their anastrophe is supposed to be. All right? You just don't have things in order. All right? He shall smite his servants and to eat and drink with the drunken. All right? Hanging with niggas, being unequally yoked with unbelievers, then bringing them around the back.
Yeah.
You know? Just having things all in disarray. All right? Then the Lord of that servant shall come in the day when he looketh not for him, and both that he is not aware of, and shall cut him asunder. All right, that's that old English talk right there. Yeah. In our day, we say whack. We're gonna whack your ass. We're gonna knock your ass off. Cut him asunder means the same thing. All right. him personally with the hypocrites, with the Edomites. You're going to drink the same cup that the so-called white man's going to drink. And the Lord said he's going to make you drink it to the dregs. Drink every ounce of it, every inch of it. Okay? There shall be weeping and gnashing of teeth. When you see the missiles and stuff come, and that famine hit before the missiles come, and all these calamities, you're not going to be comforted, you're going to be weeping and gnashing your teeth. Okay? And that's going to happen to the ones that have mishandled the Lord's church. Dismantle. Beautiful, brother. And making sure things are not in order. All right? So you brothers, now is the time. You got weaknesses. You have, little bouts you're dealing with. It's time to get your fucking house in order. Your house first and foremost. Then when you come to the Lord's house, you better make sure you deal righteously and orderly. You got it, brother.
Yeah, let me back it up. Back in Hebrews 13 and 17, it says, obey them that have the rule over you, and submit yourselves, for they watch for your souls, as they that must give account, that they may do it with joy, and not with grief, for that is unprofitable for you. So when you come around brotherhood, you just, okay, brothers say they want to do this on this day and that day. He's saying, look, man, we did this a couple times already. We don't want to do this right now. That's unprofitable. Okay? The Lord said to set thy house in order. Okay? What that is in Hebrews, be amongst them in all.
Oh yeah, as you see the day approaching.
Yeah.
All right. And he said, as the manner of some who don't want to come together, he says, you see that day approaching, you get together more. I just get the precept, brother.
That's right, bro. Yeah. All right. So this time is no excuses. All right. No marginal room for error in this ministry. All right. Be on point with everything. Okay. Yeah, the Lord got a high calling for His men to walk ye perfectly. Be circumspect. Come on.
All right. This is Hebrews 10 and 24. And let us consider one another to provoke unto love and to good works.
Yeah.
Hey, and that love to good works is let's do more.
Do more.
We've been doing this. Come on, let's live up to standard.
Yeah.
Hey, let's do more. You see what I'm saying? And we normally don't do this on Thursday, but fuck. Let's do it Thursday.
We're gonna keep the party going. We're gonna keep the party going over here.
Yeah.
Why? Because the scripture says in Isaiah the 62nd chapter, okay, to give him no rest.
Yes.
The souls of the just complain continually to Yahweh while Yahweh shot. We're not letting the Lord get any rest at all. But I'm the Lord, you want the Lord to be slack. I said, well, they're not talking to me right now. I'm just keeping my feet up right now. No. We cry out to the Lord. Okay? Lord, bring this man down. Yep. Okay? Help the people who are in high administration to set their house in order. According to Revelation 7th chapter. It's set in the 14th chapter. Yep. The Lord is not going to return until the house is set in order. Period.
Hey, and I got that word too.
Go ahead, brother.
Like the brother brought out, and let us consider one another, because you got to consider one another. Before we able to promote each other to good works, you got to know what's around you. Like the brother brought out, know those that labor among you. You got to be like, okay, well, this is the type of brother is. Okay, well, now we can move forward. We can't move forward until, like we say out here, the business gets clear a lot of times, man. Right. We cannot move forward until certain issues are ironed out in the truth, man. So it says, that word consider, it says to perceive, to remark, to observe, to understand, to consider attentively, to fix one's eyes or mind upon. It says to discover, to perceive. And that comes with our relationships with each other, man. In order to grow and balance everything out, man, we got to understand one another. We got to come to terms on certain things. All right, this is not agreeable on, this is agreeable. This is not going to be tolerated, this will be tolerated. This is how we're going to move forward. This will not be how we're going to move forward, man. You got it now.
Verse 25. Not forsaking the assembly of ourselves together, as the manner of some is. And see, he said, as the manner of some is, he said, look, the ones that do that, you're going off. When brothers say they're about to hook up, and congregate together, that's a solemn assembly whenever you have prophets together, whether they feel fellowshipping, or whether you're doing sit downs, all right? Because when you fellowship, you always end up talking about the scriptures. Okay? And the Lord say we're supposed to assemble together. Now, he didn't only say assemble together, he about to take it a step farther. All right? Exhorting one another. You know? Get that word exhort, bro. Don't get shot. All right? Hebrews 10 and 25. Gotcha. He said we're supposed to exhort one another. Exhort goes into calling out to one another. Building one another up. Bring it out.
All right, this is the word exhort. It says to call to one side.
Yes. Put that brother to the side. Lace him up again. You know, when we say lace him up again, that's hip talk. I mean, hey, brother, this is the way things are going, bro. You know what the veterans do in the NBA? They get the little young brothers in,
pull them to the side.
You know, in the NBA, a dude would be past his prime and can't play. Like Haskell, that was with Miami. They kept him there for one reason. And what was that? To show the brothers that veterans. Yeah, so show them experience how to move. They wasn't putting them in the game. No. Just to have experience. Yeah, to show them how things are done.
That's right, brother.
You see what I'm saying? Bring it out.
To call to one side, to summon, and let me talk to you real quick. To address, to speak to.
And what are you addressing to? You're addressing, we don't just, it's always, look, brother, you're doing this wrong, you're doing that wrong. Hey, brother, look, I see you got a gift right here. Good at when you do this, man. Find this. Keep doing it. You see the brother doing something off. He could be doing something better. He could be done better. That only comes along with you spending time with one another.
Yes.
Assembling together.
Right.
That don't happen with you feeding a brother one time a week for camp. No. You don't build a church up that way.
No.
See you at camp, right?
Yeah.
See you 7 days from now, 6 days from now.
You got to get intimate with brothers in your ministry. When we say intimate, you got to know them. That's right. Like about earlier, know them that labor among. You got to know, look, what you're capable of doing. Okay, so when you're speaking to me, I know you're bullshitting and you're lying. I'm gonna pull you up on it. Okay, or I know when you're telling the truth. That's how you know brothers. Okay, you want to get to the point you will look. Okay, certain shit that went on. Now this brother went all the way off. And brother let you like, damn, I get it. No, you don't want to be that way. The house has it ran in order.
You didn't know he was up to this. You didn't know he had these habits. We got to screen not only brothers that are not amongst us, but brothers that are amongst us, man. Like, hey, you moving different. What's up? Let's talk about it, bro. Before it gets any further.
The book of Jeremiah said everybody was supplanted.
Oh, like you say, why? You've been communicating now. Now you stop. You feel better. Okay? You want the same person that you was a little while ago. All right? You got to know all these things. You got to examine everything from A to Z. We're in a time where the days of evil. Okay? The demonic force out here is very, very strong and heavy. Okay? Brothers are doing fasts as a camp together, praying as a camp together. Okay? Fellowshipping more. All right? If you in this city, you in this city. Okay, hey, I'm going to come out here this weekend. Y'all come out here this weekend. Brothers are getting tighter. Would you want to be around them? Go ahead, Doc.
All right. You hear more on that?
That was it.
All right. Exhorting one another. And so much the more as you see the day approaching.
That's right, bro.
We're going to find out. You're supposed to be with each other more and more and more. Hey, I got some box set up. Fuck that bitch. Y'all see Charles the White when he told that dude somebody was doing, he said, fuck that bitch. You know, now we're not gonna be over righteous, man. You do your thing. But like, hey, the more we get close to the end, us getting boxed ain't gonna help us in no form or fashion. Yeah, you get a release, you get your rocks off, find the Israelites, we're gonna do it. But if something arises in the brotherhood and you like come over here, that's supposed to be more essential and more important than hooking up with a broad, man. We gotta have our priorities in order. Guess what? In this ministry, guess what? It's no little different than Esau. These brothers are performing in the camp, in the plant. All right? So guess what foremen have to do? When they go home, they might get a call on their off time. Boom, hey, we had this problem up here. what you got to do, I?
Gotta go.
You got to go at the drop of the dime, right? What's the plan?
No.
No, the same thing happens with this ministry. The same thing happens with this ministry. I remember one council I was in, it was late. Some fucked up shit that happened. And the brother called another brother. That brother was asleep, had to wake up early. He was like, no, you gotta wake up. This business. Brother woke up out of sleep, came to that motherfucker. Then we wasn't in there no little short time. All right? That's what the ministry is about.
And even on, like you say, if I was to be on doing what I'm doing now, okay, and they call, you know what I'm saying, whatever, got to go out there on the job, whatever, like this. You may not be in there for about 5. You may just walk through the gate and like, hey, we don't even need it right now. We took care of it right now. You didn't got that show up time. And you didn't got paid. It's by you being in a conference call with I can just give you show up time. The Lord sees all that. Your attendance.
I got something for you. This back in the Hebrews 10, all right, and 24 in the NIV, all right, it says, like the brother was saying, at the drop of the dime, at the spur of the moment, right? Hebrews 10 and 24 in the NIV, and let us consider how we may spur one another on toward love and good deeds, not giving up meeting together as some are in the habit of doing.
Read that again. Please.
This is Hebrews 10 and 24 and 25 in the NIV.
Come on.
And let us consider how we may spur one another on toward love and good deeds, not giving up meeting together, as some are in the habit of doing, but encouraging one another, and all the more as you see the day approaching.
Right, bro. Yes. I love that, bro. Yes. We're not giving up nothing. Okay? Anything we got going on, we put that to the side. Okay? That shit can wait. Okay? Fuck it anyway. Okay? This is your salvation. What's more important than being a king, a ruler, a judge, a priest? Getting back that first estate, being that true power. Okay? A king over all the earth, ruling with your great terrible king, Yahweh Shah. Is that not worth striving for? Is that not worth getting your head put between two conjunctions and being chopped off? Okay? Yes, it is. And we want that, man. We want the kingdom, bro. It's nothing better than that. Fuck everything else. Yes. The Bible speaks about put everything behind you and looking forward. Do you want to be like Lot's wife? Ask yourself that.
Was that Apostle Paul that said, don't be ashamed of the testimony?
That's it.
Don't be his prisoner.
Yes.
Don't be his prisoner, man. We're prisoners to the Lord, man. We gotta be in order, man. You got it, huh?
All right.
I go with that.
All right, I'm going to start at 37. I'm going to read it from 37 to 40. This is 1 Corinthians 14 to 37. If a man think himself to be a prophet, a spiritual, let him acknowledge that the things that are right unto you are the commandments of the Lord. You see, the commandments are more than Genesis to Deuteronomy, the book of the law. From Genesis to Revelation is the commandment. All right? When you read Revelation 13 chapter, it say, in Revelation 14 chapter, it say, don't get that mark. That's a commandment. When it says a woman should not usurp authority of a man, that's a commandment. When it say don't forsake the assembly of the saints, that's a commandment. Paul said these things I'm writing are commandments. Okay? But he said, but if any man be ignorant, let him be ignorant. You tell a brother, look, this is what it is. You tell a man, this is what it is. This is how you got to live. This is how you got to rock out. Yeah. If you don't want to conform to it, tell him have a nice day.
You go out there and get your ass burnt. Okay, in this whole system about a nigger or a woman, that's on you. That's on you. Bible says he'll do nothing without counsel. They got the perception that he want to do his own thing. Okay? That's that old man still wavering upon you, man. I'm gonna check yourself.
I want to throw this out here too. When you're in a camp, when you're in a church in various states, in various cities, each church we follow the same doctrine, but brothers don't. You might go to another church and they might be lackadaisical in a certain area, but then you go to another church and they just, it's a no-fly zone over here.
Yeah.
Hey, it's lawful, but you know, over here we feel it's not expedient. Don't you ever fix your lips and tell a brother, they don't do that up there in Chicago. They don't do that. Hey, look, you're going to get your ass put on the other side and some shit like that. Yeah. All right? You respect your house. All right? When you read those epistles that Paul wrote to those various churches, hey, we got to get Revelation 2 too. Yeah. When you see Yahweh's different complaints against those churches from Revelation, the 1st chapter to Revelation, the 3rd chapter, they had different issues going on. Well, one was strong, one was weak. Well, one was weak, the other one was strong. When you look at Paul, his letter to the Corinthians was kind of different than the letter to the Colossians. They had different, the Galatians, he said, oh, you foolish Galatians, who has bewitched you? Y'all going back to sacrificing? Then y'all taking away the grace of the Mashiach Yahushua. Y'all listen to these fucking Pharisees? All right, but then you had the other churches like, look, man, fuck the Pharisees. We don't even want to hear what they got to say. You see? So you got different administrations. Same Lord. All right, but the same Lord. You got things that go on in your house that might not go on in another house. Neither Romans the 14th chapter, neither one you going off. But what house you are, you respect that law. I don't want to hear, oh man, they don't do this over there. They don't do that over there. You gotta understand how the spirit rolls, man. They don't do it over there, and they're not going off over there. We do it here, and we ain't going off. Read Romans 14. Respect your household. You got it, brother.
Yeah. You got right. I got 1 Corinthians 12. Yeah. It's the book of Revelation, chapter 2, verse 1. Unto the angel of the church of Ephesus, right? These things said he that holdeth the 7 stars in his right hand.
That's 2?
Yeah.
Start over again, all
right? The book of Revelation, chapter 2, and verse 1. Unto the angel of the church of Ephesus, right? These things said he that holdeth the 7 stars in his right hand.
All right, the seven stars is the holy angels. Okay, keep reading.
Who walketh in the midst of the 7 golden candlesticks.
All right, those angels are over what? Those 7 churches in Asia Minor. All right, and Yahweh is the one that's holding and walking through the churches, going through Jerusalem with candlesticks, saying who is worthy. Yeah. All right.
And we read Zephaniah 3rd chapter says, the just Lord is in the midst thereof. He said, what? In the midst thereof? I'm in the center of everything. Yep. I'm standing at the door, watching everything.
Yes.
I'm orchestrating. What it is? Zephaniah 1 and what's it? I'm searching Jerusalem with candlesticks.
They sit on their leaves.
That's it, bro. Men sat on their leaves. Men ain't doing shit.
Right.
All right? When you understand what leaves is, they used to make wine in a barrel. All right? And they let it ferment. And what does wine do when it gets in its glory? It just sits. The more it sits, the more that chemical action happens. All right? And you got that crustacean that grows on it. So the way it is, it just sits there. That crustacean grows in the wine, and it's not moving. All right? That's what makes that chemical reaction so good, where it turns grape juice into alcohol. All right? The Lord said, I don't want my servants like that. Now, you got to get busy. All right? You got to be active. Yeah. What he said, he went through the marketplace and seen men idle. Yeah. He said, no, go to work.
Yeah. With their hands in their pockets.
Yeah. Go to work. Do something. Yeah. Clean. Get the sweeping around.
That talent in the napkin, man.
Yeah.
You've been given the talent. You don't know how to break down the name of the Yahweh. You don't know the Genesis 1 and 1. Okay, you know how to break that down. The hell doctrine, the baptism. You got to get all that, man. The Bible says not to be anything small or great. You got to be full of talent. Like you just got to play Madden and NBA Live. Got to great players to have more. 99, 99,
the good sport.
Yeah, man.
When you come to that ministry, that same energy that you learned to get that skill on video games, you have to take that same energy and read His Word, study His Word, pray to the Lord, and get skilled in His ministry to edify the body. All right? And then you got guys, with substitute papers. You got to work for Nebuchadnezzar. You have work on time, you don't miss, and you don't complain. All right? Don't come to the ministry doing that, don't do it. The Lord is not, he's not happy about those type of sacrifices. That's what makes him jealous. But damn, they ain't tripping about going over here to make that money. Because money, hey, we all like money. We love it. We don't love money. The love of money is the root of everything. But wait, we like having money. You can do a lot of things. It's a defense. You know what I'm saying?
Like do things we do.
Nothing wrong with like making money. Nothing's wrong with that. But when it's your this is
all I want to do.
This is all I want to do. It comes before the ministry.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? All right. Hey, let's get this right fast. You got it.
All right. The book of Revelation. How was I speaking? The book of Revelation.
Chapter 2.
Yes.
Bring it out.
2 and verse 2. I know thy works.
Come on.
And thy labor.
All right. That's all Yahweh's word about with his servants. Are you working? Are you laboring? All right. Can you please give me 2 Ezra 9:7? Real fast. All right. 2 Ezra 9:7. This is all Yahweh where he told Peter what? Feed my lamb. He didn't tell him to do nothing else. Feed my sheep. Bring it up. If you love me. That's all he worried about is the church being ran right. Bring it up.
This is 2 Ezra 9:7.
Yeah.
And everyone that shall be saved and shall be able to escape by his works and by faith whereby ye have believed.
All right, so he's talking about what you do in the ministry. Goes to Hebrews 6 and 10. The Lord is not going to forget your what? Labor of love. Okay?
And do ministry.
So the Lord is looking at you. He's looking at your works. That's what he's looking at. How you're doing it in his church. Yeah. How you moving in his ministry. And the Lord's serious about it.
And a trophy.
Yes. Bring it out, brother.
And we can get that word in the scriptures too. How you conducting yourself.
Yes.
How you moving. Okay? Are you lying? Are you dotting your X's and your O's? Are you crossing your T's and dotting your I's? The Lord is perfect. And he wants his servants to be the same way.
And look, if we're not being over righteous, we're in these earthen vessels, creation subject to vanity. All right? Young brothers are going to make mistakes. But the older you get in this thing, hey, Yahweh not playing. Yeah. You can't make the mistakes you used to make when you first came in. Now.
When I thought like a child, I thought like a child.
Giving, much is
right. When you're in the fourth quarter and it's 100 to 100, a turnover will cost you more in that position than it would have
in the beginning of the game. Right, brother.
Yeah.
Right. Beautiful analogy. Right?
The book of Revelation, chapter 2, verse 2, the middle part. It says, and how thou canst not bear them which are evil.
All right. You fully persuaded. You know the white man the devil. Okay? Well, that's the reason you come into these rivers of living water. You believe that the radio frequency identification chip coming out. All right? You know 2/3 of our people are pieces of shit. Okay? You agree. You believe. All right? That's not enough. Bring it out.
Oh, yes, brother. Hold on. Let me get that, bro.
That's not enough. Believing ain't enough. You show your faith by your what? Your works. That's what you about to get.
Yeah, we can get that one. I had another one for you too.
Yeah. If you believe that the Nicolaitans are wicked, you believe that these Edomites are wicked, you believe 2/3 Jay-Z, these hip-hop niggas are wicked. All right, what are you going to do? You go out there and prophesy against them. You go condemn them through the spirit and power of Yahweh Shemashah. And for you to do that, you got to read this word, study this word to give them warning from him. Yeah. We don't give our own words, we give his words. Yeah. And for you to do that, you have to study to show thyself approved.
Like the Lord said, when you study it, you read it, and you visualize it, and you meditate upon it. Now, we were talking about the angel on the conference call, how many it's over a billion angels standing before Yahweh Shah, according to Revelation 19 chapter. Millions of them. Yeah. Giving glory to him, praising to him. Do you know, can you visualize it and see that? Day and night.
Yeah. When the scriptures say thousands, that's talking about millions upon millions.
That's right.
That's the old English.
Yes.
In those times, the word millions was
that
it is. Yeah.
That's right, bro. All right. This is the book of Sirach, chapter 43, and verse 30. Better than what the brother was just saying. When ye glorify the Lord, exalt him as much as ye can. Put even
as much as you can. All right, so when you at the end, it's time to do what? Give your all, right?
Yeah.
So it's time to go on overtime.
Right, bro.
All right. right, where brothers was hooking up during the week, you might hook up 2 times. Fuck it, let's do 4. If you can do it. You're not gonna be over righteous. You know, you gotta work early wake ups, we understand. But if you can, come through. Well, even if we're not doing a sit down, just come through and kick. Let's look at spiritual move.
Yes.
Let's look at some of these moves that purpose.
Hey, let's be.
What's that name you look at? Not they move, the other. I always see you and y'all gonna talk about. Everybody, he wear glasses. And everybody be like, he on this shit. The white Jared Salente. Now let's look at Jared Salente, you know? He talking about prophecy.
Yes.
You know?
Right, brother. Go ahead. I got something to say. Hold on. I'm going to print. All right. I know y'all do your angel. It says, so Rock 43 and 30, when ye glorify the Lord, exalt him as much as ye can. For even yet will he far exceed. And when ye exalt him, put forth all your strength, and be not weary, for ye can never go far enough.
Can't do enough. So you say, man, we did it. You know I'm not gonna go there, but look, do more. As you see the day approaching, you're supposed to be doing more.
Yeah.
You know, it's like when you do that. When Olympians do that marathon. All right, long distance running. What they do on that final stretch?
It's on the javelin.
They give it on after javelin.
Running.
And on that final lap, and they get down that stretch, what they do? They give it all.
Yeah.
It's something they call a kick.
Yep.
They kick.
And on that final lap, they hit that ding, 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 ding.
Yeah.
Let you know that
Final lap. And they get it in because the whole race it was basically
preserving. They were preserving
the edge. Now what we had we're on that last lap in prophecy.
Yes.
We're down the final stretch. You got to be giving your all. You got it, brother.
Hey, and just to back your brother title of the lesson of order in the churches, man. This is Luke. I'm gonna start at chapter 2. I'm gonna read the NLT. I'm gonna start at verse 45 because it was well known that Joseph and Mary would attend the Passover every year in Jerusalem. All right, when Yahushua was ultimately 12 years old, after the Passover was over, they headed back to Nazareth, and then they was looking for Yahushua. So this is where he found it. Ultimately, this is the place where all the men of the Lord, the hopeful elect, should be residing in these last 60 times. This is the culture that you should be coming back to, adopting the way of living, the way of life, how brothers conduct themselves. You should be adopting this onto yourself, man, and displaying that order, man, that the Lord has set up from the apostles on down to the least of us. So this is Luke 2 and 45. It says, when they couldn't find him, speaking of Yahushua, they went back to Jerusalem to search for him there. 3 days later, they finally discovered him in the temple, sitting among the religious teachers, listening to them and asking questions. All who heard him were amazed at his understanding and his answers. His parents didn't know what to think. Son, his mother said to him, why have you done this to us? Your father and I have been frantic, searching for you everywhere. And ultimately, that was just worldly parents, right? Joseph and Mary. But Yahushua had a bigger agenda than he had in mind. All right, and in these times, like the brother said, we're on that last stretch, man. You got to be thinking bigger than, man, you know what? I'm just want to get to the end. You got to be thinking about the kingdom, man. This is what we're racing for. This is what we're giving it our all for. Not to just labor here and get a position in America, man. Yahushua said, if my kingdom was of this world, then my servants should fight, man. We're fighting for the unseen right now, man. So let me get that word father, because I want to bring it out, because the brother, the title of the lesson is order in the church. So all the Akim, we should be adopting this order, going back to being about our Father's business. So it says, Luke 2 and 49, that word father, it says,
Rouge 3962,
Baton. And ultimately, it sounds similar to your patriarch, your father. We got to adopt that ways of Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob, Adam. That mindset that they came in, that confidence that they came in, that order that they came in. So it says, when it goes into that father's business, where Yahushua was about, it says, I'm going to go to the point, it says, either the nearest ancestor, father of the corporeal nature, natural fathers, both parents, it says, one advanced in years, a senior, the originator and transmitter of anything, it says the was going into the apostles and the elders that the Lord has set up. You got to be likened on to the fashion of that camp, the atmosphere of that camp. What's going on in that camp? Certain things is a no-fly zone.
The foundation of it,
right? That's how it is in that camp. Other camps might be different. But like the brother was going into 1 Corinthians, the 12th chapter, different administrations, but the same Lord, man. I got that one too, and then y'all can learn, bro.
You got different business. You got secretaries, okay? You got customers, okay? You got like even in the White House, you got the Secretary of Defense, okay? Whether it be on both sides, you got Democrats, Republicans, plebeians, patricians, going back to the ancient Roman Empire, all had the same goal: take down the nation of Israel. But in the nation of Israel, this place is going to be run right, especially in these times.
The Biden regime runs a little bit different than the Trump regime.
The Trump
regime is totally different than the Obama regime. But guess what? They still all have the same goal.
Yes.
All right? So that's how it be with various churches. That's why you never tell a brother, they ain't doing that over there. You're out of order when you do that. Oh, I went over there and visited that camp. They wasn't doing it like that. You're totally out of fucking order. Don't do that. Don't do that.
No. Take care of home first.
Yes.
Home where it is.
Hey, finish that in Revelation.
Calm, bro. The book of Revelations.
You gotta get to the point.
Gotta get to the point on that. Yeah. Beautiful, brother. Revelation 2 and verse 2. The middle part says, and how thou canst not bear them which are evil.
Come on.
And thou hast tried them which say they are apostles and are not.
All right. Hey, when you say you're an apostle or not, what is apostle? What is apostle occupied with? Prophecy. Yeah. That's first and foremost. That's all the apostle want to do. So he's consumed with pushing the word of the Lord. Fervent. He's fervent with it, diligent with it. All right. And you know the ones cupcake and pussy when they fall. Oh man, I don't feel like it. I'm tired. All right. That's how you prove they're a part of apostle or not. If they the real deal. You know. Then you might have the ones that, because we've seen it from different sides of the spectrum, that go hard, but they not right. You know what I'm saying? They might be pushing stuff out a lot, but when they good teachers, horrible brothers, you know. We've seen both sides of the spectrum.
Yes.
All right. But the Lord is talking to people that have seen it. You know it. All right. You know the truth. All right. And this is what he said. Keep reading.
And thou hast tried them which say they are apostles and are not.
You tested them. Yeah. Right. What it said in the 300, we're going to put them to the test. All right? So, for you to test somebody in this ministry, that means you got to have the Spirit of the Lord upon you. You got to have the Spirit of discernment, the Spirit to make wise judgments, do wise counsels. Bring it out.
Yeah. Our Shaspi said that has found them liars.
Found them liars. Okay? Saying one thing, doing another. Hypocrites. Okay? This was going on in the early church. This is a letter. This is Yahushua, Hamashiach, talking to the early church. Right. So you know those type of things are going on right now. Things written aforetime. It's written for our learning. But we're supposed to use this to learn from it, all right, and use it as a go-to to make sure we fix this modern day church. So we don't make those same mistakes.
That's right. Oh yes, brother. Hold on now. Give me this is Philippians chapter 4 and verse 8. It says, finally, brother, whatsoever things are true, whatsoever things are honest.
These words,
right?
You always revert back to the word. That's what's true. That's what's honest. Go to the law. Go to the book of the prophets.
Go to this account. Go to that.
Go to that account. Go to this account. Hear them. There. Bring it out, bro.
Whatsoever things are just, whatsoever things are pure, whatsoever things are lovely, whatsoever things are of good report.
And look, right? Not only the scriptures, a man of good report. When you have something you bump into, and you know you done tried it, you even went in the scriptures and couldn't put it together, and you praise the Lord, sometimes what you do, you go to an elder brother, then he'll give you the fucking answer. He done been through it before. Yes. A man of good report.
Right.
Bring it out.
If there be any virtue, and if there be any praise, things which ye have both learned and received and heard and seen in me, do. You got to do it.
And he said, look, he's talking about the things you've seen, the things you heard, the things you were taught, all right, the things you learned, all right? So that's that order. That's that code of ethics. That's this doctrine, all right? And he's teaching you, he's talking about being orderly, man. Be orderly. This is what we're teaching people that are coming out of the world. When you come out of the world, you're polluted, you're profane, you're disordered, totally out of order. Yeah. All right? But when you come here, you learn how to be orderly. Yeah. Hey, look, you might have to look, the young brother come in. It happens all the time. Yeah. Dude walking with his wife on the hand. Damn, that dude's fine. No, look, you don't look at that man or woman like that. Shit off. No, yeah. You commit adultery in your mind first. You looking at her like that, and you was able to get her somewhere isolated your pocket.
You see her naked in your head, you already committed.
So you learn to be orderly when you get in this thing. You just learn how to think, how to move, how to do things. Who teaches you that? The Lord always gonna bring a man to show you. Like the Ethiopian eunuch, he said, "How should I learn unless a man teach me?"
That's right.
That's your priest of law speaking about that. Hey, and like he said, how should I say, these things which you have both learned, okay, and taught and seen in me, you got to do it. There's no room, like we said earlier, no room, marginal room for error in the ministry. That forgetful thing, I forgot, I can't remember.
That's the thing.
That's the thing.
Zero tolerance for that shit.
You better dead that thing. You better dead.
Yeah.
We get into what the Bible calls taking trouble. That's zero tolerance for that. Okay? Back in the book of Revelation chapter 3, you got
edify and sit down again, Kaya. Edify and sit down. I can't remember the, you know. The Lord comes here and what does he do? Hey, can you give me Wisdom Solomon 10 and 21, brother?
Okay. I had one too.
Hold on, I can go.
Let me finish this out. Yeah, I'll break it down. Revelation 2.
No, we gotta get to the end of that. So,
I said,
the spirit just rolled. You gotta do it in order. Bring it out.
Revelation 2 and verse 3. And has borne and has patience, and for my name's sake has labored, and has not fainted. Nevertheless, I have somewhat against you.
Nevertheless, the Lord had something against a man that was getting it in. A man that was able to decipher between right and wrong. A man, he told you was fully persuaded. He gave him some, he commended them for the right things they did. All right? They wasn't all bad. But let's see what he told them.
It says,
he warned them.
Yeah. It says, nevertheless, I have somewhat against thee.
Come on.
Because thou hast left thy first love.
Start putting other things first. Hey, my son got a football game. Hey, I know we supposed to be looking up and doing a sit down. All the brothers coming. But look, man, I planned this out last Tuesday, man. I ain't gonna be able to make it. Well, all right, you put your first love to the side.
That's right.
You know, that's what starts happening.
How it shine in the background.
And it happens. And look, it happens to the best of them. But you got to get it in order. Once it's pointed out to you, you got to get it in order. It happens. Yeah. You know, nobody being over righteous. It happens. But hey, you better get it in order because your house shall see them do it. And let's see what he told them.
He says, remember, verse 5, remember, therefore, from whence thou art fallen.
Look, your house shall was pulling them up. Look, tripping. Yeah. Hey, look, slipping. Look, he not judging them saying, I'm about to kill you. He's warning them.
I'm trying to help you, man.
He's helping them. Yeah, he's exhorting them. Bring it out.
Yeah. And repent.
Yeah.
And do. Say word again, do. And do the first works.
You put them first. You do the works first. And guess what? The works, the spirit is like the wind. You know, we could set times to do things for this ministry. Then sometimes something just pop up out of the blue. Yep. It pops up out of the blue. Be there. Yep. You were supposed to be here. That's the inside.
Oh, yeah. Bro.
Bring it up.
Watch this though. Or else I will come unto thee quickly and will remove thy candlestick out of his place.
There we go with that old English talk, that hip talk, that metaphor, bars. Move your candlestick means knock you off, whack you, send you into the spirit realm, judge you.
Man, hey, straight up, I was actually putting the highway house shot in the back burner. You gotta do this first, do this first. Bible says what, Matthew 6:33, the seek ye first, the kingdom of the highway house shot, then all things gonna be added. You put the law in the back burner, the law instead of jack you up. Okay? Right up and down. We got lukewarm niggas will get whacked in this ministry. Out flat. The Lord ain't playing no more games, no more. I think the boy had that video on the thing. About us having what we have, you don't do certain things right now because we on a tight schedule right
Kaya.
Yeah, but
Kaya put that in there. I looked at the whole video.
Yeah.
He went into not making mistakes that you made when you first came in.
Yeah.
And you have no margin for error. That was a beautiful video. I forgot the brother that did it. Thank you for my awesome one. You got it, bro.
God, this is the book of 1 Timothy chapter 4, verse 14. I have the word neglect. It says, neglect not the gift that is in thee,
Come on.
which was given thee by prophecy, with the laying on of the hands of the presbytery.
That's the elders.
That's right.
It says what? Neglect.
Neglect. And I got the word neglect.
Wait.
Because like the brother said, the presbytery is the elders, and that's likened on to what? Elder brother, your camp head.
Yes.
The administration.
Yes.
So it says neglect. The word neglect means to omit, to do or perform, carelessly or heedlessly, to treat with disrespect or without proper attention or care, to be indifferent to. Well, I don't know. Yeah, I don't know what I don't feel like.
Yeah, I don't feel like
It says not to pick up. It says to disregard, to make light of, to not take heed to. You know, so
yeah.
I mean, you got brothers and you got elders in the camp, you got apostles that are specifically in their positions to help you grow, to help you flourish, man. All right, but it's all about the order, man. The order, like the book of Ephesians, goes into that body fitly joined together.
Ephesians 4.
So how are you gonna feel if you got a sore thumb or a sore toe? Your whole body is gonna feel it. That body has to be performing and moving together. Different administrations, the leg don't do what the arm do, the brain don't do what the heart do. But guess where that body is going to? The kingdom. Like the brother said.
This spirit is what's gonna bring it together.
That's right, bro.
Like when communities analogies, like Kobe Bryant was playing, you know what I'm saying? The nigga had a broken thumb, had a dislocated shoulder, still going out there, played through all the pain, 38, 40 points a game. Okay? It's no excuse for nothing, bro. You got a cold, you got a flu, whatever like that, hey, I can't make it to camp. That's bullshit. The Lord don't want to hear that shit. But you would do the same thing for Esau Edom. Okay? And I'm gonna see I'm going to get paid though. This is the real money change right here. This is gonna save you. Okay? Protect you in a time of trouble. The Lord said what? Because thou hast kept the word of my patience, I will keep thee from the hour of temptations. Because you've been diligent. You've done everything I require you to do. I'm gonna make sure you're gonna be greater than you're gonna eat more than you even fathom of, man. You're gonna drink more than you can even believe. Okay? You're gonna fellowship more. Isaiah 65, my servant shall sing for joy. Okay? You want to sing for joy in that day. So we're doing what we're doing right now before that darkness comes. And it's coming out. Yeah, go ahead, bro.
This is 1 Corinthians 3:9. For we are laborers together with Yahweh. You are Yahweh's husbandry. All right? And husbandry means we are tending to the vineyard. Israel is the vineyard. What that is, Isaiah 5? Yes. All right? We're the Israel is the vineyard. It's Israel and the laborers of the ministers.
Yeah.
The prophets. We're the husbands. The husbandman. What does a husband do? He take care, he tills gardens. He takes care of the crops. So he sows the seed, he waters, he pulls the weeds out of it, he nourishes. Yeah. All right? Ye are God's building.
Got it right here.
Bring it up.
Matthew 20 in verse 1. For the kingdom of heaven is like unto a man that is in household,
Come home.
which went out early in the morning to hire laborers into the vineyard.
Yes.
And when he had agreed with the laborers for a penny a day, he sent them out into his vineyard, and he went out about a third of an hour and saw others standing idle in the marketplace, and said unto them, Go ye also in the vineyard, and whatsoever is right I will give you. And they went their way.
All right, let me get this. It's Isaiah 5:7. For the vineyard of Yahweh of hosts is the house of Israel, and the men of Judah his pleasant place. And he looked for judgment, but behold oppression, for righteousness, but behold pride. So the Lord has told his elect men out of the nation of Israel, 12,000 out of each tribe, all right, go to this vineyard and prophesy to it, all right? Go be a light to it, all right? Go to build up a church wherever you are, enlighten the men, enrich the men with my word, give them warning from me, prophesy to them, show them how to conduct themselves for the kingdom of heaven, how to learn. What he said, I raised up a nation of kings and priests. So we teaching each other how to be kings, man. Right. How to be rulers, man. How to be demonstrators. What's the word? Executive. Executives.
Yeah.
All right. This is top-notch knowledge we have here. We're learning how to be kings, rulers. Okay. Judges. Priests. God kings, man.
We read that on
and so, you know, God kings and all those men have to have what? Order.
Yeah. What that was in Matthew 24? It says, let me get that real quick out. Back when you said, Matthew 24, all right, what that was 40. It was 40. Yep, 44. Therefore, be ye also ready for such an hour as ye think not the Son of Man coming. Who then is a faithful and wise servant, whom his Lord has made ruler over his household to give them meat in due season. Right. So we're striving for the Lord to make us kings, judges, rulers, priests, gods.
And look, and he said, you've done good. What's that parable? He said, you've been done good with a few. Now I'm gonna give you. Give them 5 cities. Yep. And he said, give them 10 cities. You see what I'm saying? So we're learning how to, in these churches, how to rule over a nation, how to rule over the world, how to rule over nations, you know, how to do things the way he will have us to do. We're going to be ruling over planets, man.
Yeah, all right? You say, know ye not that ye shall judge angels?
Yes.
How much more the affairs of these?
Oh, that's right. All right. Okay, let me finish this in verse 10. According to the grace of Yahweh, 1 Corinthians 3:10, according to the grace of Yahweh which is given to me as a wise master builder, we're learning how to be wise master builders. Right. Okay? And who teaches us how to build? Your elder brother. The man that the Lord put in your pathway to show you how to do things. The head of your camp. All right? The elder apostles of Great Millstone as it trickles on down. The various elders around the nation. I look at Elder Malcolm videos, Elder Yashawama videos. All right, Elder Manaka Zagbar videos. Definitely the Elder Apostles videos. All right, they're teaching us how to be master builders. The head of your camp, Elder Yakima. All right, they're teaching us how to be kings, rulers, master builders in this ministry. I have laid the foundation, and another builds thereon. You see? So when you come in behind your brother and he show you the way, you can't do nothing different than what he taught you. You got to coincide with what he's teaching you, whether you agree with it or not. Okay? But let every man take heed how he buildeth thereon. So you got to do things decently in order. And when he says every man take heed how you building this thing, you better do it decently and in order. Because if you do anything out of order, Yahweh Shemel is going to deal with you. All right? Or else. He said in Revelation 2nd chapter, or else.
Yeah. Let me read it out. Yeah, Revelation 2 and 5. Remember therefore from which thou art fallen and repent, and do the first works, or else I will come unto thee quickly.
Hey, look, let me go back to right here. He said, do the first works. Yeah. All right? We go to the or else.
It says, or else.
But hold on, let me get the first works. to how he builds their own. Take heed how you do those works. All right?
Examine how you do them works.
You better do it decently and in order. Or read the rest of it.
As it is written.
As it is written.
Or else I will come unto thee quickly and will remove thy candlestick out of his place, except thou repent.
All right, he'll throw you in outer darkness, man. He'll see you
Or
on your
he'll
way.
fuck out.
And we've seen it. We
That's right.
have the experience in that area. We have in that area of expertise. You know, Lord will get rid of you, man, if you don't do things decently in order the right way how he prescribed, man.
Yep.
Okay? You have anything else?
Yes, close it out, bro.
This is the book of 1 Corinthians chapter 12, verse 4 in the NLT. I'm going to read down. It says, there are different kinds of spiritual gifts, but the same Spirit is the source of them all. There are different kinds of services, but we serve the same Lord. The Most High works in different ways, but it's the same power who does the work in all of us.
We talked about that earlier today. How the Lord is unsearchable with his ways. The Lord works a million ways. He can go from home plate all the way around the whole home field and come all the way back to the Lord at home plate. He does not doubt. The Lord is a masterpiece. Okay? Read that again, brother, please, about the shot.
1 Corinthians 12 and 6 in the NLT. The Most High works in different ways, but it is the same power who does the work in all of us.
So the Lord can have you in this life, doing this, and his brother in this life, and coming up in different ways, fashion, everything like this, is going to bring you to his truth like this. The Lord gives you, let me say, varieties, different mindsets, okay, different personalities,
diversity of gifts.
That's it, diversity of gifts. Same Lord. In all common, that's your shot. Colossians the first shot. Who's the first of all creatures? Okay? The beginning and the ending. By all things were made by him and for him.
Yeah.
He made this brother like this. He made this brother like this. It's all because of him.
He'll bring these two brothers in two different vibrations to account. And this brother will balance that brother out. And this brother will balance that brother out.
Yeah.
He don't enforce his way on him, and he don't enforce his on him, and they mesh.
Yeah.
And if you be like, damn, the Lord did that beautiful. They complement one another. The opposites attract.
Now you taking on something he's doing and incorporating to your whole life.
Yes.
Right? Your repertoire.
Because like you were saying before we got on the camera, you was like, man, basically, the Lord wants you to see the bigger picture. The Lord not like, okay, well, you the finger, you the toes, you just think about the job and what the toes got to do. Or you just think about what the fingers can do. Nah, look at the whole body. See what direction we're moving towards. Look at the bigger picture, man. See the order that we all have to get in, man. You do your job, but what's your purpose, though? What's the overall purpose?
Why are you here? Okay?
We got some more. So it says, verse 8, a spiritual gift is given to each of us so we can help each other. To one person, the Spirit gives the ability to give wise advice. To another, the same Spirit gives a message of special knowledge. The same Spirit gives great faith to another, and to someone else, the one Spirit gives the gift of healing.
Yes.
He gives one person the power to perform miracles, and another person the ability to prophesy. He gives someone else the ability to discern whether a message is from the Spirit of the Most High or from another spirit.
That's a lot right there.
Still another person.
Hey, that's heavy right there, bro. The Lord telling you, look, somebody in this camp, in the ministry, will have spiritual power.
Yes, bro. We each got a different job. One brother spotting the bullshit. The other brother got the power to heal. The other brother speaking in a Elisha one production. We all do the will of the Lord.
Hey, one brother spot the bullshit, the other brother know how to deal with the bullshit.
Yeah. That's right, brother. But the same Spirit, the same Lord, man. So I'm reading it again. It says, verse 10, he gives one person the power to perform miracles, another the ability to prophesy, another the ability to discern whether a message is from the Spirit or from another spirit. Still, another person is given the ability to speak in unknown languages, while another is given the ability He alone decides which gift each person should have.
Right, bro. Go ahead, I'll break it down.
And that's ultimately how Bashem Shai, he gives to each man a specific gift onto his likeness. He might give a brother a gift of the same kind, but not to that extreme of a gift. So guess what? The brother that got the more knowledge of that gift, he can teach the other brother that got the lesser knowledge and build him up, man. All on to serve the Lord. All on to work towards the purpose of the kingdom of heaven, man. You know? All serving the purpose of Yahweh Shem Shai, man. The will of Yahweh Shem Shai. Like we was going into, you got different parts of the body, but all of those parts work in unison to what? To glorify Yahweh Shem Shai. That's it. The hand can't do what the arm's going to do. Your leg can't do what your upper body can do, man. So they all serve their purpose, just like the gifts that the Lord distributes out. You got it, brother.
Yeah, different talents, bro. Yeah. It all forms up to make the whole body. It all makes you how shine. My brother's gotta be on point. Brothers gotta know what their gift is. Okay? Search out your gift. Know what it is. Work at it. Okay? And other brothers who know that you're weak in one area can help you there. Right verse. It's a chain reaction.
Got a precept to break up this brother's spot.
Go ahead.
Romans 12:3. For I say, through the grace given unto me, to every man that is among you. All right? The Lord has given this juice, this spirit to every brother. All right? Not to think of himself more highly than he ought to think. Now, don't ever let knowledge puff you up. Get high-minded. We've seen that even before.
Yes.
All right? But to think soberly, according as Yahweh have dealt every man a measure of faith. The Lord has given different brothers, the brother brought out different gifts, different measures of faith, you know, different offices of administrations. All right? So you deal with what the Lord gives you, the potential the Lord gives you, all the talent he got you. This is what the Lord wants you to do with what he gave you. Don't look at what this brother or that brother got. Maximize yours, whatever he gave you, and bring it to the body and help the body.
Bible says, work out your salvation with fear and trembling. This Romans chapter 12, verse 6 to 8. We have, in the NIV, we have different gifts according to the grace given to each of us. If your gift is prophesying, then prophesy in accordance with your faith. If it is serving, then serve. If it is teaching, then teach. If it is to encourage, then give encouragement. If it is
Lord, so you telling me the Lord has set up a man amongst us for the sole purpose of encouragement?
Yeah. Yes, brother.
Come on, man.
Yeah. If it is to encourage, then give encouragement. If it is giving, then give generously. If it is to lead,
that means if the Lord give it to you, maximize it.
Right, bro.
The Lord give you something, do it to the full throttle, man.
Yes.
You gotta you gotta bring it for those gifts to the altar, man. We in those times where you gotta capitalize on what the Lord has given you, man. Don't be slothful in it. Maximize it. You got it up.
Yeah, Bible says a slothful man like a ship in the sea, waiting to be ready. Okay? Toss and turn, to and fro. If it is encouragement, it's like if it is to encourage, then give encouragement. If it is giving, then give generously. If it is to lead, do it diligently. If it is to show mercy, do it cheerfully. Right? So we laid it all the way down for you. Okay? Can't break it down no more simple than what we did. All right? God said prophesying the downfall and destruction of Babylon the Great and the uprising of the Lord's hopeful elect. Okay, before we doing that, we set the Lord's house in order. The Lord's house, the Hallway house shot, GMX, Great Millstone, getting what the elders apostles, it will be ran in order. Okay, we do things in decency in order. Okay, if not, it'll Lord get rid of you. Plain and simple, cut and dry. But then we want to give all infinite, all that glory and praise to
Yahweh, by Hashem, Yahweh Shai, by Hashem,
double honor to the elders and apostles, Great Millstone, who teach well, peace and blessings to the hope elect, who continue to push this truth, God before it comes on the earth, about the ball,
Bible ball,
about that shalom,
Shalom.
shalom,
Shalom.
Shalom, my you brothers on the comment board.
Yeah.
Shalom, you brothers.
Shalom,